Hello friends, welcome to NSG. This is Muhammad Shahid. I hope you are doing well. So in this lecture we will discuss about the adverb and which are related to your English grammar, and we will also discuss in details with these practices also. So it will consist one this is a 1/2 part, you can say a half part of the adverbs, and the next one will be the second part of the adverb. So let's start. What is adverb? So it is a gateway to get entry for the SBI mains and IBPS PO mains also, and other government important examinations. Okay, so what is adverb? So it is added by two words, you can say add plus verb. When it is added something or anything about, or it is defined about the verbs, so that's why it is called adverb. Why? Because adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of the verbs, adjectives, or an adverb itself. Okay, so it always modify the meaning of verb, adverb, adjective. Clear? Suppose Rama runs quickly. So Rama runs quickly. Rama runs, but it also modifies by a word quickly, so that's why it is get as a adverb. Clear? Govinda reads quite clearly. So you can also find out so what is adverb. So basically adverb is two kinds of adverbs, and another one is according to use. So first of all we will check what is kinds of adverbs. First one is according to meaning. The adverbs is defined by according to its meaning and according to its use also. So first of all we will discuss how it is used and how the kinds of adverb will made. So first of all, according to meaning is adverbs of time. So what is this adverb of time? So according to meaning, first one is adverbs of time. They are adverbs which tell us when action take place. When that means when action, that means the time of adverbs. This is called the adverbs of time. When an action takes place. Clear? For example, I shall meet you. I shall meet you when? Tomorrow. When? Tomorrow. So this is called the adverbs of time. Okay. If we check the rules, the first one, if we check the rules, the time adverbs cannot be used in present perfect. It never been used in present perfect. So instead of past indefinite is used for them. How? Suppose an example is there, I have seen a 3D movie last night. No, it never will use the present perfect. So I saw a 3D movie last night. Okay, so this would be the correct sentence regarding the adverb, using of adverbs on behalf of adverbs of time. So adverbs of times will never be used in present perfect. Please do remember. So let's move on the next one. So next thing is adverbs of place. So what is adverbs of place? They are adverbs which tell us about where an action takes place. First we have discussed when an action takes place, and adverbs of place defines place. Place, it defines where an action takes place. For example, he left his bag there. Where? He left his bag there. That means उन्होंने अपना बैग वहाँ पर छोड़ दिया, वह अपना बैग वहाँ पर छोड़ दिया. So where? So it defines adverbs of place. Clear? So let's move on the next one, that is adverbs of manner. So you can say also how an actions are the manner. You can say how are the manner. So let's have a look for the same. They are adverbs which tell us how an action takes place or in what manner an action takes place. For example, Gautam Buddha left his family stealthily. Left his family stealthily. How? That means it defines how or what manner he is moving or he is lefting. Okay. So next one is adverbs of frequency. So this is very simple, and I hope you have heard about the adverbs if you have little bit knowledge about the adverb or verb. Okay. So this is very simple. And adverbs of frequency, it is adverbs which tell us how often an action take place. For example, the Delhi police is always with you. What does this mean? So it is tell us about how often an action takes place. Okay, so this is very simple. Now let's move on the next one, that is adverbs of degree Adverbs of degree are quantity. So they are the adverbs which tell us how much, in what degree, to what extent. For example, I have pleaded enough, and now I give up. I have pleaded enough, now I give up. So you can check it. So if you want to check, the rules are there for the so and very is there. So adverb so as an adverb of degree must not be used absolutely. Suppose I am expecting I am so rich. No, I am very rich. I have to use I am very rich. So that's why there is another sentence. You can say he is so rich. That's totally wrong. So he is very rich. When you are using adverbs of degree must not be used absolutely so. Okay, for absolutely we shouldn't use the word so as an adverb. Okay, so we instead of so we need to use very. Okay, we also use so, but in where we will learn in the next point. So he is very rich. The second rule is that should not be used instead of so. We shouldn't use that instead of so. Why? We can check in an example. He went only that far. No, he went only so far. He went only so far. So we shouldn't use that word instead of so. Okay, please do remember. And the third rule is stating that the adverb to shouldn't be used instead of very or much. You can say, and vice versa. You can also say we shouldn't use the adverb to, TOO2, instead of using a word as an adverb very or much or other etc adverbs. Okay, so let us say example. C is too intelligent. No, C is too intelligent is wrong. C is so intelligent. You can say C is very intelligent. So what is the exact and correct answer is for this statement? C is very intelligent rather than C is too intelligent. So we shouldn't use an adverb instead of very or much. Okay, so let's move on the next one. Next rule is stating that much is used with past participle, used as adjective, not with the present participle. We never use as a present participle. Suppose the match became the match became much interesting. We shouldn't use word much. Why? Because much interesting is a wrong phrase. So what is the right one? The match became very interesting. The match became very interesting. That would be the right sentence. Okay, let's move. I'm taking only one example or two example for a single rules. Please don't forget you have to keep in mind that I have to go for 4 to 5 exercise for a single rules of adverb or any other topics that I have already discussed in the previous lectures. You should also remember all those important things that are important for the examination point of view. And whenever you are trying to solve, whenever you are watching this lesson, you need to keep in mind that I have to refer the same question that already has been asked in the examination of banking and SSC, etc., etc. Clear? So let's move on the next rule. Adverb of degree comes just before the adjective it qualifies. Adverb of degree comes just before the adjective it qualifies. Suppose he too is weak to run. That is wrong. He is too weak to run. So the adverb of degree just before the adjective it qualifies. So just before the adjective, weak to run. Okay, so they are so honest that they cannot tell a lie. Okay, so let's move on the next rule, next point, that is adverbs of affirmation, or you can say and negation. So what is affirmation and negations? They are the adverbs which tell us whether an action is done or not. That means when action is impending or it has done. So this is called the adverbs of affirmation or negation. Affirmation and negation. So in this condition, action has been not done or it may be done. So both conditions are there. So this is considerable under the affirmation and negation. How? Let's have a look. He has not left the place. He has not left the place. So you can check it that this is the adverbs that are used in this sentence is affirmation and negation. Not left the place. Okay, so action has been done or not. So in this, action has done. So let's move on the next one, adverbs of reason. So this is so simple, you can also check yourself, and it can be a part of self-explanatory, but let's have a try. They are adverbs which tell us why an action take place. Adverbs of reason will always tell what would be the reason. So we ask now why you are doing this. So that means this will be a questionable or a reasonable. So that's why the adverbs define why an action takes place. Why an action take place. See therefore. So let's have an example. She therefore decided to be a rich woman. Therefore, she therefore decided to be a rich woman. So she therefore decided to be a rich woman. Okay, so let's move on the next rule, that is according to use. So now let's move on. We have already discussed about the according to meaning, and now we need to check according to use. Okay, so we can also check another things. Okay, so what is according to use? When simple adverb, what is simple adverb? It only modifies some words, or verb, adverb, adjective, etc. So it simply modifies, that's it, nothing is according to use. You can check it also. So all the above examples belonging to this category is considered as a simple adverb. Okay, so what is interrogative adverbs? It not only modifies some words but also introduce a questions why these adverbs is used. Okay, so why this action has been takes place. Clear? So that is known as the interrogative adverb. So that type of adverb is used as interrogative adverbs. So let's have a look in the next one, relative adverbs. What is relative adverbs? It modifies some words but also refers back to some antecedents. For example, you can say it, how I can feel the day when happiness was. How can I forget the day when happiness was? Or the sword on me from all sides. So these all are considered as a relative adverbs. That means it modifies but also refers back some antecedents. That means already things were happened in the past time or the past mean. So you can check. Okay, so we can also check the forms of adverbs in the next point. So let's have a look for the forms of adverb. So what is forms of adverbs? We need to check first of all the rules. So adjectives should not be used for adverbs. Adjectives shouldn't be used for adverbs. So let's have a look for an example. The moon shone bright in the sky. So the moon shone bright in the sky is wrong. Why? Because adjectives shouldn't be used for adverb. Okay, so we need to frame another things. The moon shone brightly in the sky. So it should be the right it would be the right sentence for the particular sentence. Okay, so let's look the next rule. Some adverbs have two forms. You always found that there is a fought, hardly, and hard rain, hardly. So it is in the two forms, the form ending in ly words and the form which is the same as adjective. For example, loud. So it is work as a loud as an adjective and as an adverb. Okay, quick. It is also works as an adjective adverb, as well as quickly will also as an adjective adverbs. Okay, so high, hard, near, late, they all works as both the forms, as adverb, as an adjective. Clear? So we need to check by using statements. So he fought hardly for the number one spot. He fought hardly for the number one spot. So this is wrong statement. So what is wrong over here? So you shouldn't use hardly for this type of statement. So what you use? He fought hard for the number one spot. He fought hard for the number one spot. Okay, similarly we can check another statement. It would hard rain today. No, it would hardly rain today. So it depends on the situation and the condition where you are going to be used the word or the sentence or the parts of speech in a particular sentence. And please do remember, adverbs work in the two forms as well as in the adjectives and adverbs also. Clear? So the comparison of adverbs we will discuss in the next lecture or the next lesson. I hope you have got some benefit from this lesson. If you got benefit from this lesson, then don't forget to like, share and comment in the comment box. If you didn't get anything, please mention in the comment box. We will try to get back to you with proper resolution, whatever the solution we will have for the same queries. And you can also ask us on our website, which are available on the internet. You can go directly to the website, internet, or the Google Chrome. You can search over there by the name of nsge.co.in, and you can find easily the first page of our website, and you can click, and you can also click on the notifications and bell icon, so you will also update for each and every post that are already holding or that are already uploading in our sites or that are going to be held in our sites. You can easily update whatever is going to update. Okay, thank you for watching this lesson. Have a nice day, and for watching another lesson, stay tuned.